Well, Donald Trump's latest scandal, in which he's selling meme coins and stable coins, cryptocurrency, in order to line his pocket and those of his family, where he's already made tens of millions of dollars with the offing of making hundreds of millions of dollars more while he's president of the United States. That scandal stinks to high heaven. It stinks so bad that at least 9 Democrats that had supported the cryptocurrency industry's wet dream to have a new piece of legislation passed by this Congress to regulate stablecoins, to allow them to promote and sell it. They call it the Genius Bill, these geniuses, because they want to get the Securities and Exchange Commission off their back by having new regulation. That bill is now on life support, even though they paid billions of dollars to these Democrats and contributed to their campaigns. Why? Because Donald Trump is trying to raise tens of millions of dollars by selling access to the presidency all the way through a May 22nd dinner at a Virginia golf course he controls, where he's going to bring the top 250 holders of his phony meme coin together for a dinner, and the top 20 get to spend even more time with him. That scandal, that violation of the public trust, that lining your pocket and those of your family with tens of millions of dollars is too much even for the MAGA in Congress and in the Senate and the Democrats who were paid, let's be frank, by the cryptocurrency to support the bill. They're like, well, how can we support the bill while Donald Trump is putting money in his pocket? I'm going to go over stablecoin. I'm going to go over meme coin. And I'm going to go over the way that Donald Trump is stealing millions of dollars and putting it in the pocket of his family and himself in plain sight. And we're not talking enough about it. But we're going to talk about it right here on Legal AF. All right, let's get to it. Donald Trump figured out a long time ago that cryptocurrency could be the ticket to his success, that he could line his pockets while he was president. He could conduct his cryptocurrency business on the taxpayer dime. Every time he goes to a Virginia golf course to host a dinner, he's got millions of dollars of Secret Service with him. He's got the cost of his caravan, the cost of his Air Force One or Marine One to get him there. And so we are subsidizing his family selling meme coins and stable coins and lining their pocket as a result. Are you okay with that? I am not. He should be doing the people's business, not his own business. And how is he doing it? He's selling access to the presidency. He's saying, if you want to meet Donald Trump, the president of the United States, number 47, buy more meme coins. What is a meme coin? A meme coin is not, well, listen, let's be frank. Even cryptocurrency isn't tied to a hard asset. It's tied to a mathematical formula and how much of these are generated by Bitcoin miners. And those are, in cryptocurrency miners. Meme coins are even worse. There's nothing behind them at all. They're just, a phony picture of Donald Trump or Trump bucks or whatever he's calling it. There's no there. There's no economic reality behind it. It's just based on gambling and whatever people at a given moment will pay for something. Bet on black, bet on red. And Donald Trump makes money regardless of the value of the meme coin. So he's not trying to pump up the value of the meme coin because he holds 1 billion coins. He's trying to get more buy and sell because he gets the VIG. He gets the fee on the transaction. Because in order for these things to be transacted, since it's a decentralized market, there's no stock exchange. There has to be a liquidity pool. There has to be a pool of money or cryptocurrency that can be used to facilitate the buy and the sell, right? Every sort of exchange needs some sort of liquidity, some sort of market maker. So Donald Trump steps in, he puts a certain amount of his meme coins or stable coins into a liquidity pool, which facilitates the transactions for the buy and the sell. And as the buys and the sells happen, he gets a brokerage fee. He gets a fee. He's already earned, because everything's on the blockchain, you can figure it out, he's already earned up to $2 million on the buy and sell of the volume of trading in his meme coins. And the more that he points attention at his meme coin, the more volume and volatility there is, and the more money he makes on the brokerage. You get it? So He says, buy. Top 250, come to a dinner with me. Top 20, come to a cocktail reception with me. But all he wants is volume. He wants sale because he alone with his family is making the vig. Do you get it? And he does it by wearing this hat of being the president of the United States. Now, while all that is going on, including this May 22nd dinner, in fact, let's put up on the board how Donald Trump promotes this dinner, and you tell me if you're okay with this. I know the answer. It was more rhetorical. So here, let's put up the first one. This is an advertisement for his dinner, right? And it's under GetTrumpMemes.com. Okay, GetTrumpMemes.com. All right, let's go. Have dinner with President Trump. The most exclusive invitation in the world. See, President Trump. Only for the top 220 Trump meme coin holders. Volatility, buy, sell. Fees to Donald Trump. That's what I hear. President Donald J. Trump is known as the crypto president. At this intimate private dinner, hear firsthand President Trump talk about the future of crypto. And then he has some crazy photo that's airbrushed and cartoonish that you're going to be sitting at dinner with him, apparently. And then to promote it, because that's not enough, right? You got to stimulate interest. Then he sent out another X posting under Trump meme, Get Trump Memes, 12 days left until dinner with Trump for the top 220 holders competition ends. Good news, President Trump is allowing one more person to attend the dinner. He wants someone special. Reply with your best Trump meme. Our favorite memes will be shown to President Trump, and he'll pick a person who gets to come to the dinner. Buy, sell, buy, sell. Money to the Trump family. Do you see it? So this is such a scandal and openly corrupt, which I'm sure is going to lead to a lawsuit we'll cover on Legal AF, that the bill that was floating around Congress, making its way through the Senate and the House, is now on life support. It was the genius bill because the cryptocurrency industry has been dying to have a replacement regulator for the Securities and Exchange Commission so they can continue to grow and build with little supervision, but have some sort of regulation. So they were like, oh, we're so close. And they had paid off, let's be frank, they had donated to lots of senators and congresspeople, including 9 Democrats. All of a sudden, after this scandal broke about the meme coin dinner and the fact that Donald Trump also has a stable coin, which is tied to this legislation, the World Financial Stable Coin, which is different than a Bitcoin because it has a stable value, sort of like the US dollar, although it's not backed by anything. But it trades usually in a ratio to the dollar, and therefore a little bit easier, a little more reliable for doing business transactions. So everybody loves the stable coins. Howard Lutnick, Commerce Secretary for Donald Trump, is involved with stable coins. Donald Trump has a stable coin. Who did he create it with? Steve Witkoff. Who's Steve Witkoff? He's effectively the shadow Secretary of State. He's the golf buddy for Donald Trump and the crypto bro that keeps running around, meeting with Putin and getting his ass handed to him. That's Steve Witkoff. So the fact that Donald Trump has a stable coin that he's promoting where there's an instantaneous conflict of interest between that and this new bill, between the dinner and this new bill, between the tens of millions of dollars up to hundreds of millions of dollars Donald Trump plans to put in his pocket by way of meme coin sales and stable coin sales, there's a conflict of interest. It's so glaring that even the Democrats who got paid to support the bill are not supporting it. Now they came out with, well, we have reservations now. We think there needs to be more money laundering provisions, anti-money laundering, and more financial stability conditions. But that's not their problem. What the problem is, it's right now behind the backdrop of all this is Donald Trump making money hand over fist, selling the presidency. That's the problem. And so lawsuits are going to have to determine whether Donald Trump can conduct business and line his pockets using the office of the presidency. It sounds awful close to the emoluments provision of the Constitution, where you're not supposed to make money in this way from being the president of the United States. The problem is that it has to do with foreign tribute. Here we're talking about just operating a business. And the founding fathers never anticipated, they were all like gentlemen farmers, that we'd have a president that would just basically run a business from the White House and bring all of his other people into the White House also to run their businesses. Howard Lutnick, who doesn't think he's still running Cantor Fitzgerald? Like his two 27-year-old sons are doing it. One was a DJ. And the second is Elon Musk, still sort of running his businesses into the ground. So you got that going on. And Donald Trump is effectively running his businesses and creating new businesses. What's the easiest way for me to make money with the presidency? I'll sell meme coins. Better yet, I'll create the liquidity pool that creates the friction and the buy and the sell, and we'll get paid on the buy and sell. And who cares about the value of the meme coins? Exactly. And that's the corruption scandal that we're watching. The question is, what are the courts going to do about it? What's the Supreme Court going to do about it? Probably very little. This is a little bit of a mess that our founding fathers and our framers left us. They didn't anticipate, that we would have Trump Incorporated take over the presidency. Maybe they should have, but they didn't, back in the 1770s. So, we're just going to have to put up with citizen business guy Trump running, selling shit out of the back of his van at the White House. And if you don't like it, and I don't, then work hard to give back the Senate and the House to the Democrats. At least make it a fair fight in terms of checks and balances. Give me a check. Give me a balance. Give me something. I mean, I would like to also, if there was a Senate and a House at this point, he'd be impeached already and probably convicted. But I want to continue to shine a light on the use of the meme coin and stable coins controlled by Donald Trump to make money for his family using the imprimatur of the presidency, right? That's supposed to be the people's house. That's supposed to be the people's office. He's supposed to be doing the people's business, and he's not. And hold him responsible. I'm Michael Popak. I'm going to hold you responsible, you particularly, in helping us continue to grow this pro-democracy channel. Hit the subscribe button and come on over to Legal AF, the Substack, where I post all of the court filings and court cases that I talk about. I do a morning briefing called What Else? Morning AF, and all our other contributors are there as well. So until my next reporting, I'm Michael Popak. Can't get your fill of Legal AF? Me neither. That's why we formed the Legal AF Substack. Every time we mention something in a hot take, whether it's a court filing or a oral argument, come over to the Substack. You'll find the court filing and the oral argument there, including a daily roundup that I do called, wait for it, Morning AF. What else? All the other contributors from Legal AF are there as well. We got some new reporting. We got interviews. We got ad-free versions of the podcast and hot takes. Where? Legal AF on Substack. Come over now to free subscribe.